Well, good day. This is going to be the second of five short videos about paragraph borders and putting captions under a picture. So the first thing I want to do with this one is I want it to look more like this. This is my goal. I want to have a thick red line above and below. I want it to be centered with a serif font. I want to put in this picture of Brian Tracy. So let's get started. You click anywhere in this single lined paragraph, and I'm going to center this paragraph so it looks kind of nice, and I'm going to make it a serif font so it looks kind of nice. I'm going to choose the Georgia font, and now I want to put let's make it a little higher too. I think maybe 18 or 24, maybe that's good. So anywhere on this line, we're going to put in our paragraph borders like we did before. Format, paragraph styles, borders and shading. I want a border on the top and on the bottom. I want it kind of thick. Let's go back and choose 3 again, and I want it to be red. So that's pretty easy to do. Top and bottom, thick and red, apply. So that's looking pretty good. Let's see what my goal looks like. Yeah, that seems about right. Now I want to put in this picture with a caption underneath. And we're going to find there's something special about that picture for this one. So I click where I want my picture to be. I want it to be right there at the end of this line. And I know that I'm not going to do insert image. No, because that's not going to work. Because you can't put a caption underneath a picture directly on a Google Doc. Instead, we're going to go to a drawing. We'll make a new drawing. Gives me this drawing canvas, and I'm going to put an image on it. I'm going to choose an image to upload because I put my images in the temp folder. That's the temporary folder. So I'm on the temp folder. I'm going to go find my Brian Tracy picture. Here it is, and I will just open it right there. And you'll see that this picture has a nice lady on the edge, but I really don't want this lady. I only want the picture of Brian Tracy. So I'm going to crop this picture, and crop means I'm going to chop off part of this picture. And the crop tool is this one that sort of looks like a square with little lines sticking out. I'm going to crop this image. It gives me these little black lines, and I'm very carefully going to get on one of these little black lines and scoot it in about like this. And I'll grab this little black line and scoot it in. And I'm sure this lady's a very nice lady, but I just don't want her in my picture today. So I'm going to say maybe a picture about like that or so. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, I think that's going to be pretty good. So now you just click off someplace, maybe click over here, and that's what I want. Let's put in the text box now. We're going to put in the caption. So here's the text box, and I'll give it a click, and I'm going to type Brian Tracy, and I think if I made it italics, that would look nicer. So I'll find italics. Here's italics, and I'm going to adjust the size of this box so it's pretty close to the letters. About like that, maybe. And I think that's going to be pretty good. I think I can go with that. I'm going to save and close. Now I got this big giant white space. Do you remember what we do with that? We got to wrap the text around this picture. So I click the picture, and I'm going to choose this middle one that says wrap text. Now the text is going to go all around it, and I'm going to put it over here, right on the border. Oops, moved that a little too much. Right in about there. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good. I don't want it to, I want this margin to stay a margin. I don't want the picture to show up there. So you can sort of mess around with a little bit, get a little higher, get a little lower, and I think that's going to be pretty good. Let's compare it to what I had my goal. My goal was like that, pretty good. My goal is like that, I say pretty good. I noticed this one's bolded and maybe a little smaller font, but I think I got the general idea. Well, now you're ready to go on to video number 3.